Did you know that Uber, Twitter, Airbnb, and many other mega, almost trillion-dollar technology companies were created in the last recession between 2008 and 2012? I believe that while the noise and the negative news are all talking about recession, and we could be in a depression or whatever it may be, I think the next trillion-dollar companies and billionaires are being created right now as we speak. Today, I'm going to dedicate this episode on telling you how I will personally and my students and our clients are going to be taking advantage of what everybody is looking at an obstacle, but we're seeing it as an opportunity. This is the ME Show.
I've caught up since the day that we met, and you haven't seen the best of me yet. There's nothing like you and me together, and your eyes have been so hard to forget. But there's something you're trying to hide. There's something you're keeping inside. I'm trying to get to know you much better. It don't matter how much time it takes. I just can't give up. Whoa, I just can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. I just can't give up. I just can't give up. Can't give up. I just can't give up. I just can't give up.
Hey, welcome to a brand new episode of the ME Show. My name is Ali Madawi, aka your strategic partner, aka your host with the avocado toast. And today we're going to talk about that thing everybody is worried about called the recession. And I'm here to tell you there is an opportunity within the obstacle. Let me ask you specifically, if you are an entrepreneur, how concerned are you about everything that you're seeing from an economy standpoint, whether it's gas prices, whether it's inflation, whether it's stock markets, whatever it may be? Give me from 1 to 10, 10 being I'm really worried, 1 not at all. Where do you stand? And the reason I ask, because I think today's episode is going to be relevant to exactly how you feel, and more importantly, how you can get yourself from whatever muck that is in your head and get in on the right side of the equation. So as I've mentioned in my intro, in 2008, there are 9 of the multi-hundreds of billions of dollars, if not trillion-dollar companies, including Facebook, were created in that phase and become where they are right now. So I ask of you, are you ready to be the best version of yourself? That's right. There's an opportunity within every single obstacle. There's an actual book called The Obstacle is the Way that I highly recommend for everybody to read. And it goes on the philosophies that I genuinely believe. While everybody's like, oh my God, this is so bad, I'm like, oh my God, this is where we buy. And where everybody's like, oh, it's too late, I'm like, this is where we sell. So, and that's a fundamental. That's not just on the sense of trade-in or stock exchange. It's more of a business one-on-one perspective. So let's talk about it. Business tips in a recession that we are experiencing right now, or at least the government and everybody's trying to push onto us right now. So me personally, I always maintain what I like to call an eBay mindset. What did eBay do when eBay was at its peak and popping? It's still there, by the way. But what did eBay do? It gave each and every one of us the ability to have an e-commerce platform, to have an online store where I can buy anything. I can buy a plate and I can sell it to you through their platform. They get a little cut, you make your own profit, and the product gets sold, right? See, everywhere you go, and whether you're doing it in a form of drop shipping, whether you're doing it in a fulfilled by Amazon, they do the same exact thing, or whether you are just on Facebook Market, you will always find so many opportunities. I'll give you an example. We're moving from where we are right now. Thank God we've been blessed to sell and we're buying a home in a different town. And we just went to Facebook Market and I put all of our furniture in it and sold everything for about 2/3 of what we bought it originally, whether it was 2 years ago or about a year ago when we bought that furniture that we sold. So 2/3, and there's a little bit of depreciation in there, but those 2/3 are going towards the new furniture, brand new, right? Now, if I were in the business of buying and selling goods, I would probably figure out a way to make some really, really good income. As a matter of fact, I know of many people who are making 5 figures per month doing either fulfilled by Amazon opportunities, or they're still selling on eBay and Facebook Market, whether it's furniture, whether it's small items that are less than $3. So many people say, well, there's not a lot of money in there and you need a lot of cash flow. I'm saying that you just have the wrong mindset, and you should probably get somebody who is in the space. Tell them, hey, can you mentor me for 2 months? And then you'll be on your way. So anything that is purchase goods and reselling them. We saw it when PlayStation came out about a year and a half ago, and there were a lot of smart people that went and bought it off wholesale. They bought every one of them, and then they sold it for $1,000 and $2,000, while a PlayStation 5 at the time was supposed to only retail for about $500, maybe $600 for the premium version. So think about that, right? Somebody bought it all and resold it. You could do the same exact thing. I literally know people who go to the dollar store and they would literally spend $500 and they'll get like 300 to 400 items, and then they will repackage it, take pictures, make it look so attractive, and they put it on their e-commerce platforms and sell it for $4 a piece. I know people who go to garage sales and they will stack up. I mean, you know, Gary Vee, all he does is, promote the hustle mindset, and he has a whole segment called Gary Vee Garage Sales. And all he does, he goes to a garage sale with a camera on him and he buys things and then he flips them for a 10x price, right? And rightfully so, you can do the same exact thing. So don't tell me you can't. Don't tell me you don't have the abilities or knowledge. Tell me you want. And by the way, shameless plug, our company, consulting and servicing and marketing and so many different elements, PR, we have partnerships and collaborations with existing companies. This is what we do. We help you to start, grow, or scale a business through leveraging social media and digital space so you can have brand equity and revenue. And our ideal client is usually the struggling entrepreneur, because we can make the magic happen for you. Now, the other place that I think during these times you should absolutely be in is the trading space. See, the good thing that I've learned over the last 6 to 12 months when it comes to actual trading, whether it's long-term, whether it's short-term, whether day-to-day, whether it's binary options, whether it's Forex, whether it's futures, whether it's indices, wherever you are, you should definitely take advantage of the trading space. And I'll give you an example. I bought 11 Bitcoins back in 2000 and I think it was 15. It was less than $700, and I held on to them and I did very, very well with them, right? Now, that's a long-term versus what's happening today. Most people don't do what I did. Most people would just want to turn it around and flip it right away. Now, you can and you probably should, but you need to have a little bit of understanding that what goes up must go down. And if you are educated on the trading space, and by the way, we do have a direct partnership with trading platforms that can teach you. Just hit us up in the comment and we'll connect you. But by doing so, it gives you the ability to win when the market is going down and to win again when the market is going up. Now, obviously, past results do not guarantee any future performances, but what I will tell you is if you align yourself with the right company, trader, program, whether it's automated, semi-automated or not, you'll have the ability to win. And I've seen, God only knows, so many people over the last 6 months win and win big regardless of market conditions within a specific amount of education, discipline, behavior, day-to-day activity, and so much more. And again, we can help you out with that as well. The next phase that I have written in here on my list is MLM Contractor Services. Now, let me explain. I'm not talking about being a rep in a network marketing company. While that is a great thing to do, by the way, I love, and I spent 9 out of the last almost 15, actually 10 out of the last 15 years, on and off, actively building network marketing companies. And I've done very, very well with that, right? But what I found out and what I'm starting to see right now, there are many agencies / contractor services, independent contractors that are developing solutions for network marketing representatives who just don't have the skill or the time or the finances to be able to do certain things. I'll give you some examples. Social media manager. You can make easily $2,000 to $4,000 a month with 1 to 2 clients a month if you are a social media manager. Like, seriously. I know of individuals who do copywriting for network marketers who just want to brand themselves and they don't have the capacity or don't know how to do it. PR services. We own a PR firm, and we definitely service a lot of people in the network marketing space where they need articles or they have a new program, a new book, or whatever the case may be. Ghostwriting. So you have individuals who want to have their own branded book with their own story, and they'll tell you their biography, right? And you write it for them, and then you hand it to them. Ghostwriting speeches. Yes, it is such a thing. You have people who may be great at delivery, but they are terrible at putting the words together. So you could be a ghostwriter. There are now, and this is the new hottest thing for network marketers, is individuals who are appointment setters. They would literally act as you. They will go to your social media platform, or they will manage your funnels for you. And then by default, they are communicating because of a skill set they have, and they bring the client right to you. And all you have to do is close. They'll bring the client right to you. And that's an appointment setter. That's another hot place. I mean, I know companies and agencies that charge anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 a month, and their whole concept is, I'll build your business for you. You just have to enroll them, but I'll do the connection, the discovery, the prospecting, the follow-up, and I'll bring them right to your doorstep. So these are different services. And the reason I'm telling you this, as the people, unfortunately, this is the world we live in, people get scared with recessions and they panic and they start like, I gotta make it now. I gotta make it now. And if you have truly have value and integrity, in other words, you're not gouging and charging people just because you are a good sales person, but you actually have value that creates results. You have an opportunity before you right now that you can develop a whole firm, whether it's marketing, whether it's consulting, whether it's business development, whatever it may be. But creating solution-based services for network marketers is such a needed and hot thing right now that you can do, and just focus on, okay, what am I really good at? Create a service from that right now. Next is, and this is not in the traditional business space, and that is caregivers. So in 2008, Care.com, I think that's what it's called, Care.com, created a whole concept where it's like Uber for caregivers, right? And you get to create a profile. People can hire you directly from there based on your qualifications, your certifications, your CPR licenses, and all that kind of stuff, right? And now insurance embraced it, that let's say you have a family member within your household or within your family overall period that they need a caregiver. Insurance will pay for that caregiver. You are the caregiver. Therefore, you're not hurting your family member. They have somebody they love, care, and trust that is around them, and you can monetize that experience as well. And you could do it, again, at your own schedule, because it is just like Uber for caregiving. So I think that's going to be a whole new boom that's going to happen over the next 4 years of the so-called recession. And here's why I think so. We just have gone through COVID, and it sure as heck beat some people up, and it still has a lot of trauma that even the elderly is still not in the most comfortable place that they can be. So having their own family member being a caregiver, or not family member, but just you can tap into that space again. Usually they require a very minimal licensing or certification, like a home health aid. It's like a 3-day course and a test. The CPR, it's $45. You can take a 2-hour, wherever you are, that they can certify you, and congratulations, you're in, right? That's as simple as it needs to be. And of course, you can take it to as high as you need it to be. So I think that's going to be another boom for the next 3 years or so. Virtual fitness gyms. This is one of my most favorite business creative and initiatives that I've participated in, where I've helped over the last couple of years fitness coaches who had all of their equipment. They had all of the excitement, all of their energy. One of our clients, Brienne Lauren, which we're working with her later on today at 12:30 Eastern, and she is creating a virtual gym where it's a private community. And just like a regular gym, the only difference is everybody is accessing the classes, the workouts in group or private workout sessions, meal options, even workout gear in the community itself, and it's all virtual. So you may be the kind of person that does not have the time or the budget to go to a physical gym and to have a physical session where you're paying hundreds of dollars every month extra for that workout session, right? Because you have whatever goals that you may be, or just overall lifestyle. Well, again, I think, because it happened in 2008 where the gym subscriptions and memberships decreased really hardcore, where everything get really expensive and the economy was crazy. But we didn't have what we have right now. So if you are in the fitness space, my recommendation to you is 100% open a virtual gym. I've done it over and over and again. We have the recipe for it. If you are a fitness coach and you need help to develop a virtual gym where people literally will pay you to be in your private community and work out with you, whether in the group sessions or whether overall private sessions. And think about it. You're already putting the content out there. You're showing people how you work out. Why not get paid for it? So we can help you out with that as well. Any and all problem solving services or products. So here, this is, by the way, for me, the simplest, I won't say easiest, but the simplest way to develop an online business. Ask yourself right now, what is the biggest problem people are dealing with? And be innovative and creative enough to create a solution for it. By the way, that's how Uber was created. That's how Airbnb was created. They figured out people are waiting and raising their hand and waiting for a cab with some guy who's not talking to them and smells horrible because they're eating their sandwich and smoking their cigarettes in the cab. And then they thought, what if we can empower every single car to become a cab service? Airbnb. Hey, there are people who may not be in their home full time throughout the year. Why don't we empower them so they can rent out a room or whatever it may be to monetize it? And I can go on and on and on and on and on, right? For different, as a matter of fact, about 10 days ago, I had a friend of mine who reached out to me. He said, hey, I got this tablet that you put on your gas tank and it increases the mileage per hour. Nobel Prize winner, licensed, whatever they are. They have all of that education and all the documentation to back it up. And I mean, literally, he puts a tablet and then it increases the mileage per gallon by about 15 to 30%, the life of mileage per gallon. That's crazy, right? And I was like, man, that's genius, because right now, more than ever, that's what people care about. They created a business model around it that forever, because of how people are hurting right now, it'll really lead them for the next 4 to 5 years and carry on to have other related services and a company is born, right? So it's really as simple as that. Last but not least, real estate. See, that's the part that I missed in 2008. I've done well for myself in many different areas, but real estate, boy, I missed out on it. I wish I know now. I wish I knew then what I know now, but I know it now. So as the ancient proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. But the second best time is today, because now you know how to plant a tree. Now you know how to water it, how to nurture it, how to take care of it. So real estate is something that I definitely am going to get into, not as a real estate agent, but here's some of the things that I've learned that I had no idea of. See, you can qualify for a 6-unit apartment that you are planning on renting out of. Let's call it for an $800,000 loan, easier, faster than you would for a house that's worth $350,000, a 2-bedroom. And you may be like, how is that even possible? Let me explain. And this is the part that I learned. See, when you go to get qualification from a mortgage company on a 6-bedroom unit, a 6-apartment or 6-unit apartment building, they look at the apartment building as existing income. So they will do an appraisal and say, okay, well, each apartment is going to make you $2,000 a month. Therefore, they are automatically putting $12,000 a month as your existing income, plus whatever income that you have compared to the debt ratio that you are having right now. So your debt may be just, $5,000 a month. You may be making $6,000 to $7,000 between you and a significant other. So they're like, okay, now you're not making $7,000. You are now making $19,000 a month, and your debt is only $5,000. Therefore, you have $14,000 a month of cash flow. That means you can afford these 6 apartment units. See how that works out? I never knew that. I am, in the process of closing on a home, so I can't do it right this second. But definitely within 3 to 6 months after, that's usually what I was suggested and what I was advised on doing. I'm gonna get into that space where we're just gonna be buying, apartment building after apartment building after apartment building. And the window that I believe, if history is to repeat itself, and it has, where the real estate business, just so you know, every 10 to 15 years, it grows and crashes, it grows and crashes, it grows and crashes. But if you look at it overall, it's still going up, including those crashes. So if you are doing your money right, if you're doing your work right, if you have a mentor that is guiding you, and if you don't get too crazy, right, where you're too ambitious over the activity that you have, I think within 2023, and Ali, in the future, when this comes out in your memory, give yourself a high five. Bam. 2023 to 2027, we're going to be heavily focused on building, well, maybe even building, but definitely purchasing apartment units and renting them all over the map, because it is anticipated, because of the scare tactics, unfortunately, that we are seeing right now. And yes, I call them tactics. It brings the housing market down within the next 6 months, and that will allow us to really take advantage of a market. Because if the market is crashing or going down, while people are like, dude, you're buying a house right now, it's going to drop in, in equity in 6 months from now. Well, I'm not living in the house for 6 months. I'm in it for a very long time. I've been where I am right now for the last 13 years. So why would I leave after 6 months? Because I'm not worried about equity. It'll come back up. My point being is that my goal is to take advantage from 2023 to 2027, buy, while the market is going through its drop and then recovery. And then after that, it's going to be a very, very, very happy 5 to 10 years, maybe even 15 if we were to go by 2008 time span. And then I'm sure it's going to be some other crash in the future, but we will be ready for that, based on the advice, the mindset, and the people that we have around us. So these are my top tricks to take advantage of the recession. This is what I'm going to be doing, and I am currently doing right now, whether directly or indirectly, the rest of the year. And by the way, thank you to everybody that gave us happy birthday shout outs. I think I had over 1,000 between messages and posts, and I responded to every single person, because I love you and I always do my very best to be communicative with you. But this is what we're doing right now. There are plans of having a financial literacy webinar, or maybe it may even be a summit, like a one-day summit. And I'm going to have some of the best minds in the trading space as speakers, educators, who are going to give you all the things that you need to know to take advantage while the recession may be going. I am planning on doing a power couple seminar, or webinar rather, for those who want to know how my wife and I have figured out to be partners, to be best friends first, partners second, and then husband and wife after, because that's just a formality. We like being best friends first. And then, of course, we're going to be doing a whole lot of business and social media development webinar at least once a month. So there are a lot of good things that are coming out. There are a lot of new partnership. Shout out to Hassan Mahmoud and a new collaboration that we have in the financial literacy space to take advantage of all the goodness that we've been blessed with, and grow the best economy possible for yourself, from your household, right from your cell phone as well. So I look forward to collaborating with you. Let me know in the comment which of these you're going to be taking advantage of that I just shared with you, whether it's the eBay mindset, trading, MLM contractor services, caregivers, virtual fitness gyms, problem-solving services and products, or real estate. I look forward to interacting with you. And until tomorrow, and by the way, tonight, your strategic partner show at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and live group coaching with the Influencer Attraction Media, the I Am Dreamable tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we got a busy day ahead of us. Appreciate and love you. And until next time, peace out, everybody.